So, have you got an hour to spare? Don't worry, I'm not going to bang on for an hour in this video. There's a reason for me asking is, we're all aware about how much time we spend at work, often more time than we want to. But are you aware about how you spend your time when you're not working? I don't mean things like looking after any kids you might have or doing household chores. These are things that have to happen in your life, like work, in order to keep it functioning. I mean your actual leisure time. Now, you might say to me, what leisure time? But you will have some. And the reason I'm asking you this question is that we have dreams in our life, things that we want to pursue, maybe a new career or an achievement of some sort. But we often dismiss them because we say something like, well, I just don't have the time to do that. But we keep track of our money in life, hopefully, with perhaps varying degrees of success. But we spend our money accordingly, depending on how much we have, and maybe save a little to buy ourselves a treat or whatever the thing happens to be. But keeping control of our time doesn't tend to happen that much. But we know how much money we have and we spend, but we really have a much less clear idea about how much time we have and how we spend it. And actually, time is our most valuable resource. You know, you can always make money, find ways of making money, but you don't get time back. And yet we lose track of it. We lose track of time, and we can sometimes waste it. So what I would suggest is, if there's something in life that you really want, but feel you don't have the time, check to see if you can afford it, like you would with money, time-wise. So if it's something that might require a lot of time, like, I don't know, writing your first book or climbing Mount Kilimanjaro or starting your own business, save your time up for it. Just like you would for money in life with a big purchase, like, you know, buying a new car or a deposit for a house. Think about it in those sort of credit and debit terms. Work out where you're spending your time and see if you can save some. So, you know, where can you find an hour for yourself a day to do something that you really enjoy, will motivate you, satisfy you, give you fulfillment, might even change your life? And start keeping a track of your time like you would on a bank statement. You know, I mean, most simply, perhaps you could get up an hour earlier. But, you know, if that doesn't work, maybe spend less time on social media. Like those little small direct debits that you can forget about in your bank statement. You know, a subscription to this or that, which is a tenner a month or whatever the thing happens to be, and you think, actually, you know what? I don't really need that. So you might cancel that direct debit. Cancel that little thing, an hour, to buy yourself an extra hour. You know, be strict with yourself, like you would be with your money. And bear in mind, you know, like it's your money. This is your time, after all. Okay, so you'll be able to look through that, work it out, write it down. You'll know where you'll spend your time, and perhaps when you look at it with a bit of distance, it could be better spent. And it could be an extra hour a day that could completely change your life. So if you've found this interesting, then please hit like. If you found it really interesting, then please hit subscribe. I do hope you have, and we'll speak to you soon.